What's up, my brothers and sisters? You know what you just tuned into. It's the PM Hour. We talk about those things about diaspora, the news across the whole diasporic platform. And let's get into it. You know, my name is Patrick.
I'm Tasha.
I'm Terry.
Oh, yeah. Peace and blessings. It's your boy, Garrett.
Yeah, so we're going to dive right into Casey Goodson. And he was shot down in Columbus, Ohio at 23 years old. And so I'm going to bring it into you. And on this day, on December 4th, when he was gunned down in his home. And so therefore that he was being chased by the police. He was an upstanding citizen. And on this day, he was not a criminal case here. And even though that they say that he did not have a gun or anything, but someone did say that he was brandishing a gun when he was being chased. But even though that was not the case, I say. And so therefore, when he went out on this day, the family member said that he went out to the dentist and went and got Subway sandwiches. And when he came back into the home, apparently the family, which was the mother and the grandmother, found him on the floor, shot dead in the back. And so when the police was stating that, oh, okay, yeah, herefore they was chasing him. And so I'm just making this, story nice and brief. And that they was chasing and following him, that he had a gun. So when they did all of this or whatever the case may be, they had shot him inside of his home. But when the family members came to find him on the ground dead in the back, like I stated, there was no gun. So, but according to all this, the police had changed their story. There was no gun. Only thing that they see, the family members, was a Subway sandwich. So now, let me hurry up and say this quickly. Now, when you said that you're chasing this man, now you went in and shot him, and you said that you found or you seen a gun, where is this gun? This brings me on to what I had stated before in my other topics that I stated back with Applewhite. Now, I know you guys may always say that, hey,
Rodney,
this girl is
coming at us for that
always, jumping to conclusions. No, it's not that, my people, that I'm jumping to conclusions. It's two situations like this here.
Right. Good
It's
point.
stuff like this. Why I'm always saying stuff like this. Where's the body cams?
Yeah.
How you gonna follow this man in his house? Then you gun him down. Then you talking about, oh, he had a gun, this and that, all X and X and X.
Yeah, it's coming up on a few weeks
What
now when the
happened?
police are being vague
Now
again.
what happened? Because now if this man had all of this, now you shot him dead. Wouldn't you put your police cam out like you did with Applewhite? Because you know that you're so innocent, officer. You would go put your stuff out to show your innocence because this man was guilty like you did with Applewhite. Mm-hmm. But now all of a sudden, oh, damn, your police cam wasn't on? Oh, what happened? You still doing your damn investigation? You need time? What time do you need? How much time I'm going to stay?
The video's the video. If it's there, show it.
That's
right?
all I'm saying.
Don't need no time to investigate
for my
that. Put it
people
out.
who be trying to come at us, or not even just us, just black people, or I'm going to say, quote unquote, if they don't have to be black, I'm going to say Hispanic, Asian, whoever, different colors, because I don't want to make it seem like it's a color issue here. Yeah. But I'm just saying, in general, what more proof do you need to show that some police officers be ready to shoot and kill? Because only thing that was there was a damn sandwich. A Subway sandwich. Do you remember damn Jared ass who lost weight for the damn sandwiches? And he was going around here losing weight, walking back and forth for the damn Subway sandwiches. And when Subway gave his ass a deal, come to find out he was a damn fucking molester. That's all I'm saying.
That's a good point.
So you let me know how you feel.
Yeah. And Terry, you want to take the floor? Well,
I mean, just to say, it's, like you were saying, sis, it's more perception because, in the story, I believe what they were saying was he was, first of all, they were in, the reason why he even came across police officers, they were actually searching for a fugitive. So they were doing something else. They were supposed to be busy looking for somebody else. And I guess one of the officers happened to see Mr. Goodson flash a weapon. Now, what black man is minding their own business, driving home, and going to flash a weapon at a bunch of police officers?
Right, a group of cops investigating
Come
first.
on, a bunch of
brandish
officers
your weapon in front of
looking
them.
busy, and you're passing by them,
In this day and age,
you're just gonna
right?
flash your weapon, right? Now, this is in Cleveland, Ohio, where you can own Columbus, Ohio. You can own he I think is a legal gun owner. Yeah. So,
Right.
but that's besides the point. They're saying he flashed a weapon, which at the time they didn't find a weapon, right? When his body was laying in a pool of blood in his own home, they only found a sandwich. And now they're saying actually, later on they did more investigation and they found a weapon. They found a gun. That's what they're saying. So there still needs to be more investigation done in that. And then you don't have a body cam, like how you were saying there's no body cam. So it's just now a person that's deceased word against officers who's trying to get themselves out of trouble. Like, that's basically what this is.
Yeah.
And nothing's going to happen. I mean, hopefully later I could eat my words, but nothing's going to happen here. Because what do we see in all these cases? Look with Breonna Taylor. Look at all that happened. That happened in March.
Yeah, the same
right?
thing.
Same thing. Right? She's not here to defend. I know her boyfriend said some stuff, but I mean, he got all the way too. So
Yeah. And shout out to Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry just decided to put $100,000 to the defense of Breonna Taylor's boyfriend
okay.
just now. Yeah. Just want to add that.
That's good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Legal fees. That's it.
Yeah, so let me say, if I get on this, and that's what we're talking about. The PM Hour got a little bit of a backlash for how quick, or they deemed that we were rushed to judgment. My sister, Tasha, brought up that, we kind of gave our sentiments a little too quick, seeing as though how the lapel video came out later of the actual incident with Rodney Applewhite, and the police were justified in that issue. But we're talking about Casey Goodson, and look how it is now. And this is the reason why all their fervor over everything that's happened this year. Mind you, we have Casey Goodson right now, Rodney Applewhite before that, Kawan Charles before that, we had Jacobs before that, and George Floyd. Let's not forget that, Breonna Taylor. We had so much. This is the year. We're still in 2020. This is December. This Casey Goodson case is happening in December, and in my mind, last month I already said to myself, you know what? It's been happening every month. It wouldn't be no surprise if it happened next month. And here we go. We have Casey Goodson, but we have to remember that we had the mercy. Sometimes it's crazy that we had the mercy of their police investigation. And we have to sit back with all of our feelings and the anger that we feel. And we have to sit back and wait for them to make the choice. When we have these ideas, we've seen as though how they're skating around the issue. They're being vague. They're misreporting. They're lying. In one of the articles or the video we said, you see that they said the police first said that, okay, it was a point that he was shot in his doorway window. But then they said, no, he was shot before that when he got out of his car. That's not true, because it's a fact. People saw him. His whole family said the man was shot in the doorway. But they're going to say now he was shot inside the car? No. Then that means, what I'm trying to get my mind around is, okay, they noticed him or followed him in his car and watched him all the way up to the doorway, or were they yelling at him saying stop and stop? Was he walking, saying they telling him to stop and he kept on walking? We don't have the video, so we don't know that.
Yeah, they said his key was in the door, like he
Yeah.
was getting ready.
So,
to
but
go
they're bringing up
inside.
the issue of him in the car flashing a gun. So then, if they're saying that, then okay, well, was y'all trying to yell at him, tell him to stop, or stay put your hands up while he was in the car walking to the doorway? Was he being defiant and saying fuck y'all and walking to his doorway? Was that happening? Right. We don't know. Put out the video. So let us see to make our proper judgment.
Sure, put Applewhite video immediately.
Right.
Because he was in the wrong.
As soon
so
as-
if this guy was in the wrong, you would put that out immediately.
Exactly.
Immediately to prove us to be like, hey, you guys, guess what? Shut your mouth. Here go the video. Look at Applewhite reaching for that gun.
Right.
Okay,
They're trying to
and
paint the
guess what?
picture of
We got
Goodson
that,
being wrong.
And we got that. And
Okay.
like we say, guess what? That officer could still have his job because, you got your little win-win-win. But what's going on in this?
And as of right now, let me say this, as of right now, we don't hear no police officers them saying that the cameras fell off or they malfunctioned. We don't hear that now, so I don't want to hear it later. That's what the reason why you're not putting it out. Don't
They
give me no
said the
malfunction
camera
shit.
wasn't on.
You know what?
Or was it
And
on?
it wasn't even on.
Like
so
I
that whole
said-
situation wasn't even captured. That's what they're saying.
They're saying that? Oh my
That's
God.
what they're
Okay.
saying.
It wasn't even on.
Okay. Like I said
Okay.
before, and like I said before, and like I said before, I'm not gonna backtrack, and I'm not gonna apologize. Like I said in my Applewhite case, when it comes to these type of officers and just the judicial system, when it deems fit for these type of officers, police, and just them, the whole criteria. When they know they're right, they will put the feed out there and say, hey, look at us. Look what you guys just did. Hey, it's on them. But when it knows it falls on the officers and their force, and they say, hey, blue lives matter,
Right.
they're going to hold that.
Yep.
Because
Right.
they know
No,
that
they
they're in
messed
the
up.
wrong.
Right.
Period, point blank. And it's going to take months and months and months and months and months of investigation. But you know when it takes them months, they are still paid on leave.
Oh yeah.
They
Paid on
still
leave, yeah.
get that paid.
Yeah. The community don't get to pay leave for, you know what I'm saying, one of our citizens being
But
shot.
you want to walk
you know,
around
And
we
here.
don't
the
get
community pays for that.
the
leave.
community pays for that
Yeah,
leave and
because
stuff,
it
so
comes out
we
of
get
that-
taxed.
The budget. Yep.
Blue Lives Matter, we don't.
But
When y'all
you
got
wanna
protection, we
wonder
don't.
why. You want to wonder why us, and I'm going to speak for the PM Hour, or if not myself, and you wonder why we want to jump to these conclusions, because look how we being treated. And just for some people, like you say, oh, it's not about color, it's not about this. Okay, just any color in general, because they're not just killing us. They're still killing Hispanics. They're doing Asians. They're doing whites. They're doing a multicolorist thing here.
Well, you know what? I'm just kind of at a point where we just got to just kind of keep a reality about it. The man did not have a weapon on him, anything, you know, not a knife.
He
He
didn't
didn't
have
have
a
pepper
criminal
spray,
record.
anything, right?
He didn't even have a criminal
So
record.
we know that people of other races probably have much more than that and been able to survive the situation when it comes into cops. But yet when we know with brothers that look like me, sisters that look like my sisters, somehow, some way, it always end up that this person just not end up making these situations out. You know what I mean? They just end up just dying, murdered is what I call it, because it's not like it's not usually accidental. You know what I mean? Usually there's always something going on. So right now at this point, I'm kind of thinking that, you know, as the community, we should kind of think of ourselves like, you know, we should start using this as our defense mechanism. I think we should always call racism on anything, no matter what. I don't care how small, I don't care how meticulous or how pointless it is. Call racism on it.
I can
don't
side
care
with
if you
that.
go, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's in the grocery store, right? And you know, in the grocery store, you sit in line and you get the line and it's like, oh man, I wish they opened another one. And then the lady opens up a line and then chooses that non-black person behind you, say you can come on line. Be like, wait a minute, hold up, you could have got me too, right? Why you didn't ask me to go? Call her racist. Call every single person racist and use it, because that's our defense mechanism. Yeah, it sounds very outlandish and it sounds weird, but guess what? Black people, protect yourself. We do not have a means that as a way of protecting ourselves. That goes for my sisters, that goes for my brothers, not just the ones that I'm
Last time I
related to.
checked, this is
That
one of the
goes for
only
whole
ways we
bloodline.
have to protect ourselves.
I
Right.
think that goes into my whole bloodline, the whole community, all my Africans, all my Afrikaners out there. Use that as it's a tool. And what else do we have? What else can we do? We have to defend ourselves in some way. Yeah, we might make a joke, I might make light, but I'm being very serious at the moment. You know, we have to find some kind of way of using a means to protect ourselves, and that goes for the entire community. And I just kind of want to put that out there. So if you see it and if you feel it, I say go ahead and call that person racist, man. They know what it is.
We want you guys to ponder on that. And once you ponder on that, I just want you guys to love, hug, and cherish your family that you have, because you never know when it's going to be your last moments. Whether you black, you white, you Asian, any race. Because right now, today, it's not about the color. And that's not the picture that we are trying to paint. But because it's as of that, sometimes that's how you got to get it. But at the end of the day, I just want you guys to follow us, like us, even give you your feedback. And you know where we are on our platforms. Follow us on Anchor. Follow us on YouTube. And follow us on Instagram. And that's how we're going to give it to you. All right, you guys. Love you.